Guys, welcome to Gear Acquisition Syndrome here on the YouTube channel, and here on episode 78 of Guitar Parts Podcast, this segment is sponsored by Analog Pedals. Head over to analogpedals.com. Mr. Jeff Bolin has all of the pedals for the Kentucky guitar superstars of the modern era. Greg Martin, Boone Froggatt, Chris Robertson, and maybe a little bit of a pirate pedal down the way. Y'all, Analog Pedals, sponsoring Gear Acquisition Syndrome. We love you, Jeff. Here's one. Gear Acquisition Syndrome. It's not gear, but it could help you. Zakk Wylde launches instructional guitar course. Zakk Wylde Berserker Guitar Camp. As teased over social media this summer, Zakk Wylde is putting out his instructor hat and offering musicians a chance to learn guitar from the man himself. Taking a break with his duties from Black Label, Ozzy, and Pantera, Zakk has partnered with the team at Riff Hard, the world's best online school for rock and metal guitarists, according to a press release, to create the Zakk Wylde Berserker Guitar Camp. The online course is not really a camp. It's suitable for guitar players of all levels, from beginners to advanced. Zakk teaches his signature techniques, like pinch harmonics and vibrato, as well as many of his most famous songs and solos. He's joined by Dario Lorena to round out the course with his own perspective how to replicate Zakk's style. Zakk Wylde Berserker Guitar Camp is now available for pre-order at the pricing of $79 until October 14th, when the course moves up to the full price of $99. Go to ZakkWyldeGuitarCamp.com to order now. You heard about that, Jim?
Nope. I mean, I've been watching videos lately of him and Dario. Like, there's little clips I've been watching them, so it's probably
that.
It's probably like precursor.
It's
Like,
probably
so
that.
I guess you, in a sense, you can say I have, because I've been watching them go over like songs and stuff. So
here we go. It's broken down into 10 sections, 94 individual videos, and over 12 hours of lessons. It's not bad for $100. You're $10 a lesson. Less than that. You order it now, you get it for $80. It's even cheaper. If you're a metal guitar player out there and just kind of need to fill in the cracks, like, this could help.
and cue the he's a hack. He doesn't play with soul. It's not. It's like he will shred you.
Dude,
to
he played
pieces.
with the Allman Brothers.
He's
Get out of here. If you guys go listen to Pride and Glory.
Go back and watch him when he's playing with Ozzy and tell me that he sounds like is this. No, he can channel who he wants to. He has his own Black Label Society. Sounds like Black Label Society for a damn reason.
But guys, speaking of Black Label, this might get Black Labeled. Kickstarter.com, Aero Guitar. Smart and painless guitar to learn to sing and play in 3 minutes. Has a $12,738 goal, and has smashed that with $133,000.
All right, here we go with another one of these Kickstarters. Are we going to have... how many of these have we had, like...
We've had so many of these.
Lately.
Silicone strings, in-app tutorials, easy chord mode, 50-watt powerful amp, pitch shift button, multiple instrument sounds. There's like lights. It just looks like a plastic junky guitar.
I don't know. Out of all the ones that we've looked at, I kind of dig this one the most. I like that it's got lights. I don't know. I'd have to...
Painless silicone strings. I wonder what you do if you break them.
Painless. Grow some fingers, people.
There's different modes and playing modes. It's mainly to help you learn.
I mean, it does have a pitch shift button, which, if you're a newbie, pitch shifting is one of the funnest things to play with.
Obviously, app controlled. Looks like a Strat-ish, double cutaway body, ESP style headstock, guys. If you're looking online here on Guitar Parts Podcast, Gear Acquisition Syndrome, you can kind of see 2 built-in amplifiers. Charging time takes 2 to 3 hours. You get a max working time of about 10 hours. Super early bird $349, Kickstarter special $400.
Well, that's not bad. Out of all the ones we looked at,
No,
that's not bad
I was
at
gonna
all.
say hot garbage or fine wine, and I'm gonna just put middle of the road on
Middle
this
road
one
on
again,
this one until we can
because what saved it was the price.
price.
If this thing would have been over $500, hot garbage.
Yeah, because
Nobody wants to pay that much,
there was,
especially if you're just learning.
the only one that went that much was that acoustic one we were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Dustin, our buddy Dustin, wanted to buy that acoustic one, and I was like, I mean, we talked about it. It's like I can't really say don't get it because that's on you. But
We gotta look back and figure out which one of those Kickstarters was the one that got sued.
Got sued. It was
Yeah,
the one overseas.
I
know
can't
that one.
remember exactly, but anyway, guys, check it out. Aero guitar, Aero guitar.
I think out of all the ones that have you seen this, I think aesthetically this one, to my eyes, looks the best. Like
The silicone
looks the
strings kind of mess with me, but if they have a weird way of replacing them, then whatever. It's guitar, a smart and painless guitar. Learn to sing and play in 3 minutes. So there you go.
Yes. In 3 minutes.
For a beginner,
For a beginner, in 3 minutes, you're going to be able to sing. No.
no, no. Anyway, middle of the road on that one, guys. Here's another one. Quick little guitar gear acquisition syndrome. Blackstar Department 10 amped 100 watt guitar amplifier pedal. A 100 watt 4-channel amplifier pedal with 3-band EQ, caps in XLR output, universal voltage, USB recording, TRS MIDI input, reverb series and parallel effects, power reduction, 3 user programmable cab rig presets, 3 preamp voicing modes, and 6 response modes. So, in the new tradition way of people just putting their heads into pedals now, running that to either line out or like a FFR cab on the stage or whatever. Department 10 has once again implemented their renowned sound design expertise to deliver 100 watts of bona fide Blackstar Sonics that will fit snugly on your pedal board. As Blackstar's R&D division, Department 10 made the Amp 1 to deliver 5 distinctive valve responses, alongside a transparent linear power amp setting, and adding the pedal's exceptional versatility. Variable power reduction options, universal voltage, and a diverse suite of input and output choices ensure straightforward and accommodating integration to any live studio or recording setups. Blackstar cab rig systems allow for deep customization of simulated cab and microphone combinations using the state-of-the-art processing to overcome snapshot limitations of most IR configurations. So it's impulse response, guys. We kind of know what's a little bit about it. You gotta have FRFR cabs to it. I'm sure you can use like a normal, cab with it, but some of those output responses probably might not work so well.
Right.
Solid state. Just thought it was pretty cool. I need to do a little bit more to it, figuring out what's up. But it has its own level adjustment, line output, DI, and DI XLR out. So basically, you could have that thing on your board and just have your board and it go to PA mains, and there you go. Flyboard and just, for the really like gigger, might work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody who's like really just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Especially small clubs and coffee houses.
If you're playing every night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just know.
And street performers.
Yep.
Be good.
It's cool. It's not up my alley, but it's really close for what it is.
Oh.
Department 10 looks really nice.
Yeah.
I will just say, as a whole, those tube pedals and stuff, they look really nice and tempting.
Well, because I was going to get that preamp, diesel pedal, and then I get the mini head, and I think it's the same thing, basically.
Yeah, basically.
I can't stomp on it, but I've been wondering about, getting, a floor pedal or floor amp.
Yeah, one of those pedal amps.
Because it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I'd rather that's like a C rig with FRFR
That's
cabinets.
where I'm at with the MX5. I just need one of those FRFR cabs, and it's like a It's like a backup rig.
What was that? How much was that one? It was 750 watts. Remember the FRs
the
we were
head
looking
rush.
at?
It was like 750 or 1,000 watts or something like that.
And it was like 250 and like 350 respectively,
it was
something
insane.
like that.
The rigs are cheap. You can get a full blown rig like that for, not very much money.
Yeah.
The head rush stuff, you can get it for under $800, and it's really good. Like, it's legit stuff. So.
Oh, I just wanted to. You were talking about people that tour and play every day. I read this online the other day. Somebody had to cancel performance because their computer went down. Let me reiterate this. Somebody had to cancel a live performance because their computer wouldn't work.
That sucks.
Quit.
That would suck to be hindered to that thing.
Play a freaking amp. That's why you have a B rig. You have A and B.
Figure out your B rig, yeah.
There's
ways around having a track list on a computer. I promise.
That's why I raw dog it, baby.
That's why I raw dog it, baby. Guys, that is Gear Acquisition Syndrome, brought to you by Analog Pedals here on Guitar Players Podcast, episode 78. We're going to jump into last week. I flubbed up and missed the mean tip of the week. Ugh. We were so, like I said, last week was a shit show.
Yeah, there was a lot.
We were excited
so many
about
moving
some
parts.
pedals, a lot of moving parts, a lot of crashing lights. But guys, mean tip of the week. What can we say that hasn't been said?
If your mustache is a little bit on the bigger side and you're tired of it smelling, well, I mean, the food thing is one thing, but use a straw.
That's where I was going
It's a straw.
Guys, if you guys got a bigger mustache and you're drinking, don't want to wear it, you guys are get the straw out.
Get the straw.
It's okay to look like a weirdo.
And I'm sure a lot of you might know that, but if you're new to a mustache and you're like, how do they drink? They use a straw.
Yeah, it's a straw, dude. Don't even sell yourself short. Just do it.
Unless it's coffee. I love the smell of coffee in my mustache.
Guys, another mean tip is to go to meanbeard.com. Hit them up. Get the whips, the balms, the oils, the best beard software in the game.
Got to get that line.
Proven by science, backed by champions, big, small, one and all. Mean Beard, guys. Mean Beard alum Joe White, congratulations on your world record 99-foot hatchet throw.
That was crazy.
Sweet. Freaking sweet. Congratulations. Former Beard of the Week. Beard of the Week now. We don't do them every week, but guys, Joe White, Beard of the Week. Record hatchet throw. Head over to meanbeard.com. Pick up the lime whip. Pick up the regular whip. Whatever they got, just grab it. I'm telling you, it's all good stuff.
Gunsmoke, baby.
Proven by science. Backed by champions. Big, small, one and all. It's not the attitude, babes. It's the beard. Or it's not the beard, it's the attitude. Oh my gosh. Mean tip of the week. Use a straw, y'all.
I mean, it seems simple, but I've
it's
seen
highly effective.
I've seen a lot of dudes doing this. I'm like, use a straw.
Use a straw, dude.
Like in restaurants and places.
You see Pat Quinn doing it, it's like he's parting a sea of life on his face. Anyway, shout out to Pat. Mean tip of the week, y'all. Straw it up. Going into the main event. It's brought to you by Mean Beard. GPP 15 at checkout for some Mean Beard, y'all. Before we get into the main crux about this, guys, I want to remind you about something. Launchtoberfest. Lesser known comics. So many creators are launching comic books this month. If you don't want to get fat on candy, get fat on comic books. Check it out, Kickstarter. You got Yuriko. That's a Korean vampire. You've got Dismay Avenue, which is a horror anthology. You've got This Is Us, which is something coming out by Mark Bernal of Lesser Known. And then I believe there's, Bigfoot Knows Karate. How could I have forgotten that one? Born Under a Bad Sign. Cue the Albert King licks. But also, don't touch his amp. But y'all, Launchtoberfest 2022. Check it out all month long. Epic Nerd Time, Apollo City Comics Podcast, and I Don't Know Shit About Comics Podcast as well. Wherever you get your shows, check them out. We'll jump into the main event. brought to you by Meanbeard. This shook the ground of the guitar world, I think, in more ways than one. Welcome to the main event, episode 78, Guitar Bars Podcast here on the YouTube channel. You guys, if you guys haven't heard, PRS announces its entry into the effects pedal world with 3 all-new pedals.
That first one looks fun. Just aesthetically.
Yeah. Wind Through the Trees. Dual analog flanger. The Merry Cries, which is a compressor. And this one will get everybody talking. Horse meat. Transparent overdrive. This has got to be Paul sticking it to everybody in this whole thing.
Now, please.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It's got to be. Horse meat.
Please don't let it be another damn clone.
You know what that is, right? And you already know. You just said it. Horse meat. It's a chopped up clone.
Yeah.
It even says it's transparent overdrive.
There's nothing wrong with a clone, like a clone. It's just, for the love of God,
let it just not.
Somebody just be original.
Let's just not it be all clone. Let's something unique about it too.
That's where I'm getting at too.
PRS is unique. They look great because you can tell they have this like topographical map kind of thing. It's not anything in particular. It's just the way it looks.
It almost looks carbon fiber-ish.
Gain, level, voice, treble, bass, horse meat, transparent overdrive. This one
looks fun.
Wind Through the Trees, dual analog flanger. This might actually have to come home with Daddy.
This looks
because it looks really fun. You've got manual and depth and rate on 2 low frequency oscillators. Those are LFOs. You've got a regen knob, you've got a dry and wet knob, and you've got an added highs knob. You can mix the LFO 1, 2, or both.
That one looks fun.
It looks super fun, dude.
Both of us are about to have something come home to Daddy.
Those will have something go. Yeah, or at least one of us, so we can figure it out. Did they do good on this? Is it bad? I don't think this is going to be like the cheap Fender effects.
Being it's PRS, name one bad product from PRS.
Yeah, there might be some lemons.
There's some lemons, yeah, but as far as like
bad.
In a general, like
No.
Their amps are killing it right now. Those Tremonti amps are just absolutely killing it right now.
The staple of modern metal right now. If you're not using a FRFR rig,
yeah,
I would think. Am I wrong? Besides the EVH stuff.
There's some people that are starting to go back to raw dogging it.
Yeah.
Which it makes me so happy because
bring back the amplifiers.
Bring back the amplifier. It's like
you don't have to have massive stacks.
No.
But you can have 2 heads and like 2 cabinet, like two half stacks.
The moment
could really make it work.
The moment Angus Young goes to a Kemper or anything, like I'm done. I quit.
I bet he might do something like that in the studio to get sounds for tracking purposes, but there's no way.
I highly doubt. I
highly doubt
with how they're raw, they're sounded.
Looked at a Kemper and was like, you know what I mean?
Why do that when I can play out of 20 Marshall amps on stage?
Exactly. Let's lean into these a little bit more. The whole concept started in my home studio, Paul explained. When we were recording, I was looking for tones and textures I couldn't get straight from the guitar. When I couldn't find out what I was looking for, I would build a device with the help of some friends. That's how the first pedal prototypes were born. Over time, we got so excited by them, we decided to offer them to more players. I think these first 3 designs are the start of something very cool.
Now, if they
went through. Oh no!
Sorry,
Go ahead. No.
I was gonna say now if they can just expand on this, this new line and do a PRS Tremonti distortion pedal. You know what I mean? Like,
here's talking a little bit about the Wind Through the Trees. The most complex and intricately crafted stop box of the bunch, the Wind Through the Trees, is a dual analog flanger that has been described as 2 flangers fighting each other. Supposedly named after the wind-like whipping sound it creates, the flanger features 2 LFOs with manual, depth, and rate knobs, an LFO mix control, It also makes the cut and can be used to adjust the overall mix levels between the two. A dry-wet parameter also lets guitarists dial in the desired amount of a flanger action to their overall signal, while regeneration and added highs add further levels of tone tweaking possibilities into the mix.
That just sounds fun.
Yes. PRS Horsemeat pedal will go for $249. Mary Cries goes for $219. Wind Through the Trees, $350.
I was literally about to say that was a 300.
Yeah,
Easy.
for sure. Horsemeat Transparent Overdrive pedal, designed from scratch in an effort to enhance your sound without coloring your tone. In operation, it vows to deliver a harmonic mid-range richness without diminishing high notes, all while granting more available headroom. Under the hood, it features germanium diodes and is said to be suitable for a wide range of gain tones, from clean boost and out-and-out overdrive to amp-enhancing distortion that slightly pushes the front end of the amp's preamp section. Control-wise, the all-analog pedal has large gain knob front and center, as well as a smaller level, voice, treble, and bass parameters, and a true bypass foot switch. I mean, good on PRS for finally doing it.
Right?
You know,
For sure.
I mean, this was a little unexpected. I mean, I'm sure some rumblings were probably known, but I didn't know that. I hadn't heard anything about this.
We even on our PRS capades.
Yeah, or PRS capades, like no.
But we were. Which guess what? It's October. I have to see if that guitar's on.
That's true.
The Mark Holcomb. I'll have to check that one out.
But guys, are you guys gonna get PRS pedals? I'm gonna see what they really sound like and see some reviews and stuff. But yeah, I might have to.
A dueling flanger sounds cool as hell.
A dual fighting flanger?
It's like Rockin' Sock'em Robots, baby.
yes, for sure. I think it's awesome. Congrats, PRS, man. Consistently pushing the boundaries of guitar. I love that about Paul.
Yeah.
Maybe a little quirky for some. His guitars may not be for everybody, but dude, you can't deny what the man does.
Yeah.
Modern day Leo Fender and modern day Les Paul.
Oh, easy.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Like, you may not think that they're the prettiest. I mean, if you don't think they are
some of the
prettiest guitars
out there.
Like the only other ones I think that it's not Steinberg. It starts with the headless guitars, not Steinberger headless guitars, but the other one. Kiesels.
Yes, the Kiesels. Those can have some very.
Those are,
and even the ones Kiesels with headstocks look good.
Yeah, like
there's some out there. R.I.P. Carbon.
Right, the Kiesel guitars just freaking. They have some of the best painters. They're kind of like PRS in a way that they have their own thing.
Yes, they do.
Those charcoal PRSs are just money.
But before we round out the main event here, let's just touch back on one thing. Horsemeat. Where do you rate that on name?
As far as a pedal goes?
Yes.
Oh, that's up there, bro.
I think it's like the biggest kick in the guitar community nuts I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
he is getting everybody with that.
Because you see like Tumnus and
I hope it's a Klon Centaur Crusher.
Yeah. Like I hope I hope that's why it's called Horsemeat, because I just hope it's not just another
some light overdrive
or just another. Hey, this is a clone. No, but when you hear Horsemeat, that means like I just took the clone and chopped it up into pieces.
Exactly, I just took the clone and brutalized it.
And that's
I'm hoping
where my
that's
brain
what
goes.
this is. I'm hoping the gain can go to 11 and let it hit.
For anybody that hasn't seen oh God.
Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap, thank you. These go to 11.
Exactly.
Why don't you just have 10 be the highest? But these go to 11.
These go to 11. Exactly. But, what do you guys think about the PRS pedals? Hit us up. Guitar Bros Podcast, Instagram, and Facebook. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel about them. Are you buying them? Are you not buying them? Are you leaving them alone? What are you doing? PRS pedals. $219 for the compressor, $249 for the horse meat, and $350 for the dual analog flanger.
That flanger. I've never owned a flanger. I think that's one of the
I
few
might have
I've
one
never
time,
had.
but I sold it, and I shouldn't have. It was a cheap one though, so it's okay. I can get another one.
I've had courses. I've had, a lot of different effects, like weird effects. But as far as like a good flanger,
I don't think I've ever.
I don't think I've ever had one. I mean, I've played with one on my RP90, the old faithful Digitech. But
Yeah. Guys, that's it. Main event. PRS pedals. Small show. Show. About an hour. We're at an hour and 5 minutes.
yeah, shout out to Josh's butt tattoos.
Shout out to
for,
Josh's butt.
for
And then shout out to Ryan and Greenbeard for shitting all over your segment.
We're not shitting all over the segment. I don't take it that way.
It's a joke, guys. I love busting his ass. I didn't get to see Jim all week, so I needed to bust his ass. Guys, hit us up. Guitar Parts Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Launchtoberfest, Epic Nerd Time, Lesser Known Comics, Apollo City Comics Podcast. I don't know shit about comics podcast. It's everywhere, wherever you guys want to find it. If you learned anything on this show,
It was definitely by accident.
big, small, one and all, we've got it for you here on the Guitar Pirates Podcast. I've been your host, Josh Jones.
I've been your co-host, Jim Steger.
Guys,
Spooky season.
exactly. Sometimes the only way to keep the fire running, if you keep the fire going, is to what, Jim? Outrun the wind, boys. See you next week.